Let's see what we can learn from this incredible point between Alex de Minaur and Dan Evans. So let's watch this point beginning with the return of serve, and then we'll diagram it. Wow, there's some really cool stuff we can learn from this. So the video actually transitions into just the return, so we don't actually get to see the serve. But we see the return go down the middle. I'm a big fan of when a strong serve comes in, that we return it down the middle, gives you margin for error. Now, de Minaur gets a forehand here that he can absolutely crush. And we're going to watch him blast this ball into the backhand corner of Dan Evans. And notice the moment he hits it, look where de Minaur goes, right? So when you are sizing up a forehand and you feel like, man, I'm going to blast this ball to the corner, whenever you get your opponent in trouble, it's a good idea to advance and go forward. And that's exactly what he does. He crushes this ball and he immediately starts going forward. And you can see that Dan Evans is having to slice this ball. He's in so much trouble. Now, when this ball comes to de Minaur, it tips off the net. And when it tips off the net, it barely goes over. And this is where some really cool stuff happens. So when your opponent tips the ball off the net, or when they hit a great drop shot and you barely get to it in time, it's a good idea to drop shot a drop shot. So watch de Minaur run forward, and his racket never goes behind him. Notice he's reaching forward with an open racket and his strings are facing up. He's got to scoop under that ball and get that ball up over the net. But notice that the racket is never taken behind him, because that's going to be energy that then will lead to him hitting the ball too hard. What he's decided to do is to come in and watch the shot he hits. He dinks it over the net. Now the ball travels quite a far distance from where he makes contact with this ball. And by choosing cross court, which is a smart play, he gets the ball to travel a very far distance, but because it's so sharply hit cross court, the ball lands very close to the net. Look how close to the net this ball lands. Insane. So by hitting the ball sharply cross court, we can see his racket at contact. The direction the racket is facing. His racket is at this angle, which means he's sending the ball this way. He gets the benefit of having room to keep this ball in, but he also gets the benefit of having it land very close to the net simultaneously. If he had hit the ball down the line and hit the ball that same length of, in distance, it would have been much easier for Dan to get this ball. Now, I do want you to notice what Dan Evans starts doing the moment he sees that his ball clips the net. Watch. He hits the slice and the ball clips the net. And watch what Dan Evans starts doing. He starts immediately running forwards. They're both running forward, because what he's doing is he's putting himself in de Minaur's situation. And he's saying, what shot would I go for? And he's expecting de Minaur to drop shot it. Why? Because you're supposed to drop shot a drop shot. Now, he's running forward, and he's running forward straight in because he doesn't know if de Minaur is going to try to keep it in front of him or go for the angle. So he's trying to run straight in, and then he'll decide where to turn once he sees the ball. And that's exactly what you see him do. You can see him start to run, and then he's got to change direction to get to that ball. But that ball bounces a second time, and he's got no chance. All right, let's watch this point one more time. Now, if you'd love to use the same strategies the pros use to win their matches, then you got to pick up the Singles Playbook by Fuzzy Yellow Balls. It's all broken down by the type of opponent you play against, and it's over 50 pages, strategy after strategy. And what's really cool is each page comes with a QR code, so you can watch a video of exactly how to use each strategy. Just use my link in the description and pinned in the first comment. And if you're looking for people in your area to play against, practice with, and even find a coach who's close to you, use my link in the description, playyourcourt.com/2minutetennis. So in your next match, when you get your opponent in trouble, move forward. And if they happen to dink the ball over the net, run in, keep your racket in front of you, and dink it back over for the winner. You do this, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.